Can you talk about that performance and especially the defensive performance?
Yeah, I think we saw a complete performance. I think a good one from the guys. They invested a lot. I think we even had a chance maybe for a second goal. That if we're honest with ourselves, we need to be a little sharper and a little more focused in the final third with our chances against good teams. And Miami is certainly a good team, maybe the best team. And against teams like that, if you do get chances, you need to finish them. Thankfully, we did finish one, but if we get the same types of chances next week in Miami, we need to be a little more ruthless in front of goal and take advantage of those moments because against good teams, you don't get a lot of them. Yeah, I think what we had told the players as far as tactical outlook and agenda, the players fulfilled that for the most part. I think didn't let up too much. At times you sag a little deep and you allow some shots from distance. That is impossible to defend completely. And maybe the odd foul too much around the box. But for the most part, we had things under control without the ball, how we like it.
Steve, you said after San Diego lost, kind of sometimes you see two versions of the team. I want to know what specifically you liked about the performance today for you guys, and just in general, controlling Messi is never an easy thing, but you seem to do a pretty good job at it tonight. How was that, in your opinion?
Yeah, I think to clarify that statement, it would be there are LAFC performances where we are aggressive, engaged, and connected, and I think that was lacking in San Diego. Just shifting side to side, standing in straight lines, and not being aggressive and stepping and making life difficult for your opponent, and then is not going to work. And so I think tonight you saw the aggressive LAFC on the front foot, and how that works for us offensively is we're already in good spots when we play like that defensively, and then our offensive game sets up really nicely from there forth. I think another room for improvement or area of improvement I will discuss with the team is, once you get up in the score, it's tempting to just finish off with counterattacks, but it's also important to still occupy the opponent with possession and keeping more possession in their half and away from home. That's going to be extremely important. And so we had learned a hard lesson in Columbus. Fortunately, we didn't get knocked out in the last round, and we'll look to improve on that and learn from those mistakes and apply those next Wednesday.
Hi, Coach. Congratulations on the win. Nathan Ordaz, you give him the start tonight. What was the decision-making behind that? And then, obviously, the goal. What did you see from him that you liked?
Yeah, we knew Nate would run for us, and with and without the ball, he worked extremely hard, understood what areas to press, what areas to occupy defensively, and his ability to run in behind comes natural to him. We knew that would also be a threat and a lot to handle for their center backs, and Nate did exactly that, and came out with a good finish tonight. He was close against San Diego when he came on. He came in well, hit the post, I think, in the last couple of minutes, and so I was happy for Nate that this one went in.
To follow up on Andy's point, felt like Messi, his best chances were from free kicks tonight. What did you see from your team that you liked to shut him down?
Yeah, we were active. I think he always had a black jersey in front of him, and that's the point. You can't defend him, nor can you always shut down Jordi Alba, Busquets, or Suarez. And no disrespect to the other players on the team that have an unbelievable roster, but those guys are going to get a chance or two, and the only way to defend players of that quality and teams with that quality is with a collective effort. And I think our collective effort in getting numbers around their players and the critical areas was important, and we did a good job tonight.
Steve, on Nathan, what'd you make of the review of the foul and then him getting ultimately yellow but potential red, and the confidence that you showed in him to leave him in for 90 minutes with the yellow card? Just talk about, again, why you're trusting Nathan so much.
He's earned the trust. Trust is something you don't just give; you earn it, and Nate has earned that trust. He shows us in training. He's come on really well this season. Worked hard in the off season, and he has taken his chance, and he's earned the right to play. Yeah, the scene, I was able to see it a little bit in the corner of my eye with the VAR screen. There's contact. There's contact prior to that from the opposing player. I applaud the decision not to send guys off the field, and I would say the same thing if it was the reverse, if it was the Miami player who was in question. I think those type of plays where it's not very clear and it's not a clear attempt to injure an opponent, I think we need to keep those players on the field as much as we can.
Hey, Steve, can you hear me?
Yes, we can, loud and clear.
Thank you for taking the question. The atmosphere tonight, from what I've been able to see on TV, a lot of celebrities there, a lot of hype, a lot of energy. And people came out to see Messi, obviously, but they went home talking about Nathan, which is really cool for him. But what did you think of the atmosphere, and was it kind of crazy, or did your team feed on it, do you think?
Of course, it's a big game. It's the quarterfinals of the Champions Cup, a tournament we want to continue in, a tournament we'd like to go very far in, as does our opponent. Sure, the attraction to come out and see one of the world's greatest seems to be a hot ticket and easy to market, but yeah, I think just to comment on the atmosphere, it was electric, it was loud. A lot like a playoff match for LAFC. We haven't felt that in this building in a long time. Such a late kick with such an electric atmosphere. And yes, our players absolutely feed off of that, and they rose to the occasion tonight.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew Jones, your line should be open.
Good. Thank you very much, Steve. Congratulations on the win. Just want to ask you how you felt about the communication with Eddie and Aaron, the center back, and containing Luis, and if you were able to tell Nathan to not get wound up by their center backs and just stay calm and focus on the plan.
Yeah, both center backs were great. Eddie stepping into the pocket at times when their players are kind of in between our lines. He did a great job in his decision making and in playing aggressive, while at the same time protecting the space in behind. Aaron, much of the same, and both tried to play out of the back as well, and we were able to play out of some pressure moments, which, again, I'll repeat myself, is going to be very important next week in Miami. And Nate is naturally a calm guy, doesn't get roused up too much, so I think staying calm is his default, which is great, but certainly it's not the first time that Nate has had to deal with adversity on the field, and yeah, he didn't boil over, and it takes a lot to get Nate in that spot. But yeah, we're proud of him tonight, and it's certainly a performance he should be happy with and can build on.
Yeah, it's really big that we're up in the aggregate, you know, so any goal we score is worth double, basically, away. And yeah, we don't have to win the game, but I think we're going to try to. So, yeah.
Nos decía Steve Cherundolo cómo has crecido como jugador, que puedes jugar por la banda, que puedes jugar como 9. ¿Cómo te has sentido en tu crecimiento como jugador?
Yeah, I'm just learning every day, you know, and I'm doing what's asked of me from the coach. You know, if I want to play, I can't be picky on which side and where. You know, I want to play, and I'm going to try and do my best and help the team as much as possible.
La celebración del gol es mi parecer o lo celebraste estilo Cristiano del estilo?
Huh?
Al estilo de Cristiano Ronaldo, the goal celebration.
Oh, a little bit, I guess so. I was relieved as well, you know. So I was really happy, relieved, and yeah. I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Yeah, it's really big. You know, as a forward, you have to score goals, and to do it against, Inter Miami, who's a great team, and against Messi, it always feels good. So, yeah.
Nathan, ¿cómo cuidar esta ventaja por el tema del gol de visitante? Ahora ustedes haciendo uno allá, pues obligan a Inter prácticamente a tener que darle totalmente la vuelta al marcador.
I'm sorry, I don't really understand how to respond. Can you say it again? Or if you can say it in English,
you guys didn't concede a goal here,
yeah.
So it's important. Just if you score one over there,
yeah, it's worth double.
Miami has exactly.
yeah, it's worth double. And you know, if we defend as a unit like we did, you know, one man can't beat 11 guys. Hopefully, you know. So yeah, we're gonna just try our best and you know be united and you know follow what the coach says and do his tactics.
What was the difference between you that kind of allowed you to take that shot?
Nobody was stepping up, you know, and these Champions League balls, they're more like volleyballs, so they fly weird, you know, so you gotta just, if you're open, shoot it, because that ball's gonna fly in an interesting way, and that's how it happened. It went in.
Congratulations for the win. Is 1-0 enough to go to Miami and get the pass to the semifinals?
C'est un bon début. Voilà, c'est un premier match où on a gagné à domicile. Donc maintenant, on va se concentrer sur Houston avant de penser au match retour à Miami.
It's a good start. We win at home, and now we're going to focus on Houston and then go to Miami to win the game.
How different was for you this second game against Miami compared with the first time you faced it?
Le premier match contre Miami, on s'est pris une raclée, je crois. Donc voilà, là on a mis les ingrédients pour gagner justement et on l'a fait. Voilà, comme je le dis, il reste un deuxième match. Donc on va se contenter de cette victoire et penser à Houston maintenant.
First game we lost badly, so but today we put all the ingredients that we needed to win this game and well focus for the second round.
Exciting performance you guys had today against Miami. You guys locked down Miami, locked in this, and you guys also scored against them. How much of that are you guys going to bring against them?
Je trouve qu'on les a bien maniés. Voilà, ils avaient beaucoup la balle et on les a contrés à un bon moment et on a su marquer ce but qui nous a fait tant de bien. Et puis voilà, après ils ont voulu marquer ce premier but qui compte à l'extérieur et malheureusement ils ne l'ont pas fait, donc c'est très bien pour nous.
They had the ball a lot. We will lock them up and we counter when we needed, and we did what we needed.
Last question. You just nearly came back from Africa playing against Kenya and Sisters. You guys had a good performance out there. How much of that, like compared to this game, how much of that do you help motivate your game or bring your game up?
C'était une qualification pour la Coupe du Monde. Voilà, c'est un level vraiment au-dessus. Après, comme je le dis, je néglige aucun match. Un match est un match. On est en bonne position pour la Coupe du Monde avec mon pays. Donc, et puis voilà, il y a ces matchs-là de CONCACAF où tu peux aller en demi-finale, voire en finale encore une fois. Donc,
Yeah, with Gabon, it's a World Cup qualification. It's another level, and we play this game full speed, full intensity, and but we get ready for that kind of game. Also, CONCACAF and win the quarter-final, semi-final, and final. So.
As one of the leaders of the team, what it means to you that someone like young player like Nathan Ordaz scored the winning game?
c'est magique pour lui. Voilà, maintenant il fait partie de l'équipe. C'est plus un jeune joueur. Voilà, il sait s'adapter au jeu. Il a marqué ce soir. C'était le seul et unique buteur. Donc c'est magique pour lui et c'est magnifique pour nous aussi. Donc il continue comme ça.
It's a young player. It's fantastic for him. He's part of the team. He's fully a team player, a teammate. He scored the winning goal, so that's fantastic for a young player like him.
You guys visit Houston. How much of an advantage would it be for you guys to fly out from Houston to Miami for next week?
Alors ça va être la même chose dans l'autre sens. On va voyager aussi 5 heures, on va jouer à Houston, on va rester peut-être 6 jours là-bas. Donc à nous de mettre les ingrédients pour être prêts là-bas. Voilà, on part avec un but d'avantage. Donc c'est du pareil au même. Voilà, ils ont voyagé 5 heures, on va voyager aussi 5 heures. Donc,
It's the same things. They flew 5 hours to come here. We're gonna do the same to go to Houston. We're gonna stay there and then go over there. It's gonna be a 50-50 games over there, but yeah, we're gonna get ready.
On Nathan, how much have you seen him grow from last year to this year?
C'est un joueur différent. Voilà, il a su s'adapter très vite. Et comme je l'ai dit, maintenant, c'est plus un jeune joueur. Voilà, il sait où il met les pieds. Voilà, il sait reconnaître la MLS maintenant. Et c'est un joueur en devenir. Donc c'est très bien de l'avoir.
He adjusted quickly. He's a player of MLS now. Now he's a big part of the team. He's a player of the team, so that's great.
And this result tonight against this team, what does it do for the confidence of your group?
Après cette défaite à San Diego, voilà, il fallait remettre les choses dans l'ordre. Le fait de gagner, même par le plus petit des scores 1-0, bah, ça fait toujours bien de gagner. Voilà, on va partir à Houston avec le même état d'esprit et pourquoi pas revenir après ce long trip de 2 victoires et une qualification en demi-finale.
After losing against San Diego, like we needed that boost of confidence, winning here, and hopefully we will have 2 more win in the next week, and that's going to boost the group for sure.
Good.
Yeah, it's a good result for us. Keeping the clean sheet at home is big, especially with the away goals. We felt like we had chances to make it 2 or 3. I had a big chance in the second half. A couple good box entries where we just needed one last pass, a little bit more clarity in the final third. But the opportunities were out there for us. So now we go to Miami. We just got to get 1 goal there, and that makes them have to push for 3 goals because of aggregate. So we're in a good spot. We could have done a little bit more, but it's a good result for us.
You guys were a defensive fortress tonight. What do you attribute that to?
Yeah, I mean the away goals is big in this part of the tournament. So we knew making it difficult for them to score was not only going to be big for us in terms of aggregate, but it would be frustrating for them too, not being able to break us down. And we wanted to be a little bit more clinical on the counterattack than we were, but we had good chances. A lot of time that we have guys running at their back line, and we just couldn't get the final product. So we'll need that to happen in Miami now.
Yeah, like you said, I think you guys had a good performance today. The defense was amazing. You had Messi and Suarez in lockdown.
Yeah.
How much of that performance is just planning on bringing out against them?
Yeah, well, now we have to. You know, if we can keep a clean sheet in Miami, the series is over. So that's going to be the goal, 100%. That's the goal. But we know if we are defensively solid and tactically where we need to be, that it also allows us to get in on the counterattack. And if we can get a goal away, that'll be big for us. Yeah.
To you, like a young player like Nathan Ordaz, scored a big goal tonight, especially because you see him growing during these years.
Yeah, he's grown a ton this year. Coming in preseason this year, he's been one of those guys that you're excited to see what he can produce, and he showed that tonight. Playing as a 9, he's not really a 9. He slotted in for us in a moment of need because we've got some injuries, and man, he was super dangerous, threatening behind, really good runs, good hold-up play, checking down for the ball, exactly what we needed from him, and then a big time goal for us. So you can see he's getting that confidence, he's growing as a player, he's realizing he's not so young anymore, he's able to step up and give us big time minutes, so that's what we need from him.
Your thoughts on Miami's overall performance? Is it everything you guys were expecting, and specifically defending Messi? What was that like?
Yeah, they obviously have a lethal attack with Messi, Suarez, Busquets in there dictating play. They're as good as it gets in this league in terms of what they can produce. We limited their chances big time. Their best chances were their set pieces, which is good, but we also didn't want to just sit back. We wanted to attack them and be dangerous in our attack as well. So I think the game plan was perfect, try to frustrate them with clogging spaces in the middle, and we got to go do it again in Miami.
Sí, pues bueno, mucha concentración, mucha solidaridad, mucho esfuerzo, las ideas muy claras, luego con balón, también saber cómo tener el balón, saber cómo ir al contraataque cuando teníamos que ir. La verdad yo creo que hemos leído muy bien el partido y creo que hemos tenido alguna ocasión que yo creo que lo hubiéramos tenido que resolver mejor, pero bueno, contento porque como tú dices es un rival súper difícil que encuentra las maneras de ganar y estaban invictos, así que creo que gran mérito para el equipo.
Desde lo anímico, ¿qué tanto les cambia a ustedes? Tal vez de manera injusta no se les estaban dando las cosas. ¿A qué sabe esta victoria en ese sentido?
Sí, pues tenemos que aprovechar esta victoria para crecer en confianza y tener una buena serie de partidos. Me acuerdo cuando jugamos aquí contra Columbus, después al siguiente partido perdimos 5-2 contra Seattle, perdimos 2-1 contra Columbus y después también perdimos contra Austin aquí. O sea, veníamos de un partido bueno y no fuimos capaces de mantener esa regularidad. Entonces vamos a intentar a ver si puede este partido servirnos para dar confianza al equipo y ir a Houston a por una victoria y luego a intentar ir con todo a Miami.
¿Y qué representó para ti enfrentar a Messi, el máximo ídolo de Barcelona, el lugar donde tú saliste?
Pues imagínate, la verdad que es un privilegio compartir terreno de juego no solo con Leo, sino con todos y la verdad que bueno, los he visto mucho, los he visto jugar, sé perfectamente que la jugada con Jordi Alba va a venir, lo sé, pero muchas veces es imparable, a la velocidad que lo hacen, con la coordinación que lo hacen, te despistan un segundo, te penalizan, por eso yo creo que mucho mérito hoy que el equipo prácticamente no se ha despistado ni una vez.
Los goles de visitante sí importa mucho para ustedes porque interno hace gol aquí.
Sí, bueno, era uno de nuestros objetivos, sabíamos que iba a ser muy difícil y al final pues mira, lo hemos conseguido. Pero bueno, ahora lo que tenemos que ir allá es a marcar nosotros el gol, hacer que cuente el gol fuera de casa y ir lo máximo agresivos posible porque sabemos que ese partido 0-0 no va a ser difícil aguantarlo. Así que tenemos que ir con todo para nuestro gol y hacer también nuestro partido.
Aunque mínima la diferencia, ayuda a lo anímico esto, sobre todo por el resultado que se dio en la liga el fin de semana pasado.
Sí, tanto. Ayuda muchísimo para ver que si estamos concentrados, si estamos como tenemos que estar, con las ideas del entrenador, todos ayudándonos uno a otro, haciendo las cosas bien, somos un equipo que puede ganarle al mejor equipo de la MLS, lo demostró la temporada pasada con la Supporters Shield que ganó, así que somos capaces de hacer las cosas bien, solo hay que darle continuidad al trabajo que hemos hecho hoy.
Sergi, la última, ya jugaron ustedes una final de este torneo, en el papel hay más experiencia en este lado, ¿los hace favoritos eso?
Yo creo que cuando juegas contra estos monstruos no creo que te consideres favorito nunca, pero bueno, está claro que tenemos esa experiencia, tenemos esa ambición, tenemos esas ganas de llegar a otra final y de ganarla y bueno, pues la verdad que tenemos muchas ganas, o sea, nos pueden ganar en todo, pero en ganas no nos puede ganar nadie, no solo Miami, ningún equipo nos puede ganar.
Very strong defensive performance today. What would like to from the coach specifically stopping that?
Yeah, very solid. We knew we had to be so focused today, so aware of their movement, the ball. You know, it's always difficult because when Messi has the ball, you only watch Messi. But the problem is the movement that you have in the back. Jordi running in my back. Luis Suarez always finds a good spot. Fafa Pico is also a good player in behind. You have to be so focused, so aware. I think we did a pretty good job. We put pressure on the ball and we could find counter-attacks, we could find transitions and then with the ball. We've been very good. We could be better. And I think we have to improve a little bit with the ball, having more possession, control more the game. But it was a really good performance for us. Just be aggressive, be ourselves. Don't be afraid, don't be shy. Let's go. We know it's so difficult. If we sit in a low block and we want to maintain this 0-0 and get and pass the round, it's going to be a long night. So we have to press them, we have to be brave, and we have nothing to lose. We are in a good position, but we have to confirm that.
Thank you. The away goal,
I think it's gonna be the key. It's gonna be the key. We know how strong they are at home, how much pressure they put, and we have to go there to be brave, to score a goal, and to keep and to push the tempo. It's going to be a long travel that always affects. I think that it affected them, but we go from Houston to Miami, so we hope we can have a little adaptation to the conditions there, and let's see if we can be aggressive and we can have a good game plan for the game.
Thank you, Sergi. Esto es para Venezuela. Te quería preguntar un poquito hoy lo que para ti significa de que jugadores jóvenes como Ordaz, el caso de Martín, en los poquitos minutos contribuyan y sumen pues, para lo que ustedes están pretendiendo.
Eso es vital para nosotros, no solo para nosotros, para cualquier club. Tener una base de gente joven que tenga hambre, que tenga ganas de empujar, ganas de comerse el mundo, es básico. Lo vemos con David cada día en el entreno. Tiene que apretar incluso más, tiene un potencial espectacular. Nathan, el año pasado, yo lo decía, era uno de los jugadores más perezosos del equipo, más perezosos, y este año es un animal. Ha vuelto de la pretemporada, de las vacaciones, con una mentalidad absolutamente espectacular. Y ahí se está reflejando en el campo. Tú al final, si trabajas, tienes una buena mentalidad, que tienes ese hambre, los resultados llegan. Y en este equipo te dan la facilidad, te dan la oportunidad, que no es fácil, y lo están aprovechando. La verdad que estamos muy orgullosos de jugadores como David y como Nathan, como nos ayudan, también como Igor, que es realmente joven, como quien más. Tenemos muchos que son muy buenos y esperemos darles el mejor contexto para que crezcan.
Sergi, hoy con el conocimiento que tú tienes en la manera de jugar de este rival de hoy, era importante la poca tenencia, ¿no? Ser contundente y ser vertical.
Sí, bueno, nos hubiera gustado incluso más tener balón, porque si tú tienes el balón, pues al final ellos no lo tienen. Entonces, hacerles correr, aprovechar que tenemos aquí a la gente y que apoya, que es un poco más fácil tener balón. Pero bueno, creo que hemos hecho un buen trabajo, hemos mantenido las líneas muy juntas, hemos sabido presionar bien y la verdad que ha sido un buen partido, es un partido sólido del equipo, pero todavía queda mucho.